All right, welcome, welcome, welcome. I've lost my face. I need to get my face back. ASR, good to see you. Nabil, good to see you as well. I know you're lurking on TikTok. ASR with a crazy watch streak, my guy. Appreciate you, appreciate you, appreciate you, appreciate you. Let me go check my phone real quick. Sammy, good to see you. How are you doing? Congrats again on your grand race win. That is a listen. I know how it is. It's a monumental moment. And don't let nobody say that it's not that deep. It is. It is. It is that deep. It is very much that deep. Trust me. I know. I know that it's deep. But yeah, I hope you guys have had a good weekend, man. Hope you've had a good start to the week as well. Good to see you guys as always. Wonderful, let me say, to see you as always. I love that. It really gets like that. It really, really, really gets like that. Um, yeah, it's yeah. But now it's time to grind. That was it. I got my first win, and I was like, you know what? Like I honestly think that was the moment I started grinding. Nabil, I don't know if you remember like when like we started really taking it seriously, but I don't remember doing that before the win. I feel like that win changed everything. Hey, 75% of the way through is a dangerous like point to notice that because for me even now 60 70 something percent of the way in, I'm thinking to myself, um I need to sort out my audio for some reason. um okay, I'm in the lead. Am I gonna bottle it? That's what comes to my head. It's literally just, am I gonna bottle it? um and yeah, thankfully I tend not to nowadays. Not that I haven't done before, but yeah, you know. I'm just happy you were able to keep it. I think I'm gonna go keyboard and mouse today. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go keyboard and mouse. I usually do my controller, but I feel like with German roots, with PZB, and I mean, like they're all things that I could do on the controller, but yeah, I'm happy to do them here. I'm so happy Jetwash has finally released his graphics enhancement mod for TSW6. I haven't used the TSW5 one. I've just been waiting for the TSW6 one to drop. I have been good, thank you, my man. I've been good, man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Can't complain, man. Can't complain. Um, yeah, man. Decent weekend, and hopefully a good week ahead. In 2023, I was in Heilbronn Hbf actually for the first time. Say that's not how I saw it IRL. Well, that's the thing, mate. You saw it in 2023 and the route set in 2000. So, so even if it's not how you saw it, it's not really. It's apples to oranges. Yeah, no, Nordic Horizons is nice, man. It's nice. It's such like it's so, it's calm. I'm gonna get I need to get my stuff open here. Um, it's like no frills in terms of the roads themselves and whatnot, but it has this peace and serenity about it, which I guess mirrors the real life experience pretty well. I can't say I've driven there yet, but from what I would imagine it's like, and from the kind of vibe you get from pictures and stuff, it's peaceful, and I think they've replicated that quite well. I'm not gonna lie, when I saw them, the bill sent me like some of the map before I got a chance to play it myself, and I saw the roads and it looks pretty lackluster, but I haven't driven it now only for about 4 or 5 hours in total, to be fair, but that's still relatively quite a lot of time to explore a DLC. And honestly, so far so good, man. It doesn't feel repetitive, doesn't feel copy and pasty, but then SCS DLC never really has felt like that at the end of the day. I'm gonna get third rails open slap that on the bottom of the stream as well. Is the camera too close to my face? Let me know and I can zoom it out a little bit. I felt like the other one was too zoomed out, but then this feels a bit too zoomed in. I don't know. But at least you can see my face properly. I don't know. Right, so let me track. Let's go to window. Not like I'm going to use this one anyway, but I'm going to do it anyway. Multiplayer radar. And just leave that there. Let's minimize that even. And then I need to open it on this PC so that I can display it on the stream. Maybe pick up Louisiana. Louisiana's looking good as well, you know. I urge you to watch the video that Nabil posted on the ETS ATS channel. It's very interesting. Very, very, very interesting. I did mess up my truck on Noira Sule's on way. Oh, yeah. You listen. To be fair, yeah, as long as you stick to speed limits, you should be okay. Like, so either you're not respecting speed limits or lack of paying attention. Hit a barrier of the truck was like a pin, but yeah, that accidents in ETS2 can be very interesting to say the least. Right, there I am. Follow, turn it on over here. Please just turn on. Thank you very much. Perfect. I love you. I'm very interested about. Very interesting. I'm very much looking forward to Medway Valley. I held back from saying it last week because I've seen all the reveals that are coming, but the Medway Valley I'm very excited about, and I didn't know the details to the extent that the details went to, with like the CCTV operational, the GSMR being, you know, like as close to being properly implemented as we've seen so far. So yeah, man, shout out to the community. When the community actually gets stuck in with TSW projects, and like when they get into like first party environment, they go in, man. The check route's looking good as well. The video was smooth. It was nothing like the Tadame route preview we saw last time. It was looking smooth. I'm actually looking forward to the check route like a lot more because of that video. I'll be very honest. Just made a glance at Wikipedia between 2000 and 2023. Not many changes, unless my memory is good. And I can go. There's 3 lifts missing. The platforms are 20 centimeters higher, and the bike rack is missing. Well, I can't compare the two. Obviously, if you've done that research and that's what you've gotten, I guess, you know, fair enough. But yeah, cool. I had a little cheat. You see, I didn't even consider a cheeky DUI. Let me see if I can zoom out this camera. I feel like it's too zoomed into my face. A bit too much. Like, okay, there we go. That's better. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I did that backwards as well. Respect. Top 10 respects moment. I posted a review. Really? What, on Steam? On Steam, bro. So for a second, I thought you did like a video. I was going to be like, rah. But yeah, let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. So the Frankenbahn route, obviously Stuttgart to Heilbronn. I've uploaded all the scenarios on YouTube and also a run with the cab car. I do also want to upload a run with the 140. I'll probably record that, honestly, genuinely, most likely tomorrow, and probably upload it tomorrow as well. But just so you guys sort of see what's coming with all the layers activated, a sea of red with the only thing breaking it apart, the only things breaking it apart, the ICE T, the G6, which if you were to take it, well, alongside the 294, I believe, although I don't know when the 294 came into service, so the whole, I'm going to pause on that one, but definitely for the G6, it is way far forward into the future. So if you are going to drive that, just, I guess, bear that in mind. But I don't think it's going to appear as AI. I haven't seen it. The 155 press livery and the 363, which I think realistically should be the red one. They brought in this blue one for whatever route it was back a couple years ago, and they haven't stopped using it since. What's disappointing is that there's no color, so it's just red. All the I mean, if you watch my cab car run, it's just red. Whereby in the real, at least in Stuttgart, you've got so many different colors and liveries of coaches, and locos as well. So it's a shame that it's not properly represented here. But yeah, this is everything that, you know, if you've got all the layers, if you've got all the DLCs necessary, this is everything that you can drive. And there are also a little more that are AI only, which, as I'm going to go to the journey mode and journey on from, you'll get to see. So yeah, I'll do my normal journey mode. I've got real weather. I've got real weather turned on. There's no point doing the overlay because I don't think there are any like notes of the routes, and it hasn't come out yet. And I'm pretty sure all the notes that we do normally see are like manually implemented. But I'm gonna enable it anyway because I don't know, the guy that has made this mod is so like good at what he does, and he's just been implementing useful feature after useful feature that I wouldn't be surprised if somehow there's a way this could work like auto geographically. I don't know. So I'm gonna keep it on just in case, but I'm not expecting it to work. We should get real weather. It works weather from 2000. The only thing that won't properly work from there is fog, which I believe won't really work pre-2021. I think when routes are set pre-2021 or something like that, if I remember correctly from the forum. So yeah, other than that, we should get real weather the rest of the way. So yeah, I'm going to use keyboard and mouse. Starting with the journey mode. I've done all the scenarios, so I'm not going to do any on stream. And yeah, whatever you guys want to see, let me know in terms of, I don't know, man, horn sounds or little extra little details here and there or whatnot. Also, if anyone knows how to turn on the destination light for the destination thing at the top for the cab car, please let me know, because AIs have it on and I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they turn it. There's a blue 155. Talking of never seeing one, that was a good time, man. Right, I'm gonna just set up the locomotive, get ready to get going, and then I'll come back to you guys in terms of chat. It annoys me that I can't turn CIFA on from here. Like, this is, it's not like the train doesn't have it working. It does. If I do it with the keyboard and mouse, I can just like turn them on. So I'm not quite sure why. I don't know whether that's a bug or what it is. I think we're in the 110 anyway, right at the moment. We're not even in the this isn't the 140. I'm gonna go with whatever I'm given. I'm just running through the journey mode ultimately. Get the doors open. Everything should be set up for the most part. Train lights, set that to on. Signal lights normal, leave that on. Instrument lights, leave them on as well. I'm going to turn these brightness all the way up. So that I can see, well, let me see, so I have a better chance of seeing like CIFA show up. That's really the only thing I tend to struggle with in terms of visibility. CIFA is the one thing that I struggle so much to actually like see. I love the weathering. Okay. Oh, 111, sorry, not the 110. 111. Alrighty. So we're in Heilbronn. Meanwhile, Simrel CEO dropping a sneak peek on Saturday 11 p.m. because why not? Was that sneak peek? Wait, that wasn't all those pictures, was it? That were released. 17 likes. Nice one, Nabil. Wait, on okay, so on Steam, yeah. 17 likes for a review on Steam is big, bro. I'm not gonna lie. That must be a good review then. I'll check it out. B155 Press in 2000 is crazy. It's crazy that 155 Press was added to Bremen Oldenburg when it was age appropriate. So what? I actually don't know when this livery was released. So could you let me know, please? Because I've got no idea. I don't know why stop marker is on. I don't remember doing a tutorial as the. Oh no, I did it by accident. Right, so I don't use a tap changer. I'm not gonna lie. Call me whatever you wanna call me. I understand. I just find the normal like kind of throttle thing. Maybe it's my basic UK Electrostar brain you know, but I much prefer that way of doing things. Press was founded in 2000. 43 and S1 Frankfurt livery. Yeah, there are a lot of questionable questionable decisions. I saw Matt streaming. He had an awkward silence with the BR423 in the background. 423 in the underground tunnel being heard from Stuttgart Hbf platforms. I mean, they had that problem. They've always had that problem. If you've driven like New York to Trenton or Long Island Railroad or any of those types of routes, when you're going into New York Penn and you're in the tunnels, you can always hear the other trains like very clearly. It's always been an issue hearing trains through tunnels. So yeah, I mean, nothing new. Saying a blue 1.5 is inappropriate for this time. I've gathered that much, but like, what from? I mean, you said it. You said it was founded in. You said it was. Yeah, it's much easier to see CIFA. You said it was founded in 2000, right? So I assume it wouldn't have been too much after that they would have been seeing. Can you have a peek around Heilbronn? Yes. I've started moving now, which is a bit annoying. ASR. If I could just pause the train, it would be good. I'm gonna let it go for a bit. I'm gonna respond to CIFA. What exactly do you want to see? ASR. Let me know. Is this a signal box or the signal box equivalent? That was one sneak peek that presumably was a small walk. What, all of those pictures? They don't run across entire Germany, especially not after they just found it. Yeah, fair enough. So again though, around like what year would be like realistic to be seeing them? When I finish the route, okay. I think I prefer that as well. Sorry I saw that a bit late. If you said it before the train started moving, I would have waited to do that first, even if we were ready to go. I mean, those honestly, okay, let me tell you something, yeah. What's been coming from the Simrail house lately has been good. The foliage, the news of the new foliage, which was my biggest like annoyance, was, you know, that was something that actually sort of caught my attention. And these pictures were good. I'll be honest. I thought the pictures were really good. So the only thing left for me really, before I 100% can say, or before I feel 100% ready to go back to Simrail, or in a minute I say go back, I mean like to revisit it or give it another go, is the sunset bug. Fix the flipping blood clot sunset bug. I don't understand why it's something that's lasted this long. How has it lasted this long? Please, if they fix it, I'll be more than happy, more than willing to go back. And like I said, give it a proper go. It's the only thing holding me back. It's the only thing holding me back. Everything else is looking good. I don't get keys to give away, no. I could ask, and I guess it could be possible, maybe. But I don't have keys to give away, no. I haven't received a response yet to that question that I told you to build. It's just a gym / resort. You think that hotel has an interior? What, in Simrail? What's the point? Like, would we be able to get to it? If it's just going to be a gimmick, as in, like, if it's going to be out of bounds, then there's no point, because it's going to cost something in performance, I would imagine. But if it's something that we can actually go into and visit, that would be fun. That would be cool. Yeah, Sammy, man, have you seen it? Have you watched it? It wasn't smooth. Let me put it that way. You know, one can subjectively say how unsmooth it was, but I'm just gonna say it wasn't smooth at all. The colors were way too saturated. At some point, the interior looked like it was just like, you know, those like white 3D models. You know when something is in the creation phase and it's being modeled, like 3D modeled, and it's just white. It looked like that at one point. And those are just my own like things that I noticed. Others noticed some more. Just looks weird. I mean, it doesn't mean that that ultimately like the end product is gonna be terrible, but just at the preview, I've overcooked this. But just at the preview itself was just kind of trash. Okay, maybe trash is too harsh, but it wasn't. If it was my product and my route that I was working on, and I had seen that footage before, see, look, see, this cab car has the thing lit up. I don't know how to do that on it. But yeah, if it was my route that I was working on, and I saw that prior to it going out, I wouldn't have let it. I wouldn't have let it. Also, I don't really understand how the cab car works in terms of okay, so okay, if you watch the cab car video, yeah, you'll see that almost from every station I tried to like accelerate and it wouldn't go, and I have to go back to 0 basically and then start accelerating again, and then it would move. Or sometimes I'd have to do that twice. I don't know why. I don't know what loco is at the other end as well, whether it was a 140 or a 111. Yeah, Nabil, that quote right there, bro. It's that is not the mentality we need with things going, you know, as they are. That's not the mentality we need, man. It looks like the balcony has an interior, but it might just be that the photo is taken at a weird angle. I guess ultimately we'll see. But something like that, if they had gone into like extra detail, you'd think they would sort of boast about it, right? Or, you know, make some noise about it. So I don't know. Just compare the Tata May preview to the Czech route. That's what I was saying at the beginning, man. Bro, I actually like, I want to try the Czech route. Before, it was interesting. And then, you know, I guess I'm happy to try anything really. But now I actually want to try it. Like, that preview has sold me in terms of like my how much I want it. Very good preview. Very, very good preview. It was all looking good. Like, see the Toddler May preview, even though the video was in 4K, it didn't feel like the gameplay was in 4K. Certainly not. This one did. This one was definitely actually 4K. So yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it. The BR147 is just BR187 but for passengers. I thought they looked pretty much the same. Oh, you would hope that they've learned from the 187 debacle. You would hope so, man. Although, let's be honest, I don't know. I can't say I'm super faithful or hopeful. I'll be honest. We've seen how things have been now for a while. You know, calling a spade a spade. We'll just have to wait and see, man. That's been the mood for some years now. We'll have to wait and see. They need to include the IC2 now. I still time to time think about that image that was posted in on the forum one time of the IC2. Was it the IC2? That was basically just like a modern Dosto, which I showed you guys one time. I hope the volume's okay. It looks a little bit low from my side, so if it is, just let me know. The Millennium scenario is kind of cool with the fireworks. This is one of those routes where scenarios are actually kind of like actual scenarios. Oh, I had my eyes set on the end of the platform. Thank you very much, Jeremy, for liking the live over on TikTok. Appreciate you, my man. Welcome. It was that. So something's, yeah, something somewhere, you know, somewhere it's been done. That wasn't like some sort of Photoshop or AI. Somewhere on someone's computer, on some, in a file somewhere, it's been done. I don't know how much licensing plays a part. I mean, ASR, it makes sense. Co? Oh, it's you again. I look like Mo Salah, apparently. How are you doing? Yeah, ASR, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I saw that. I get it. It's the gimmick of expect the unexpected. Cool. But the expect the unexpected didn't really go to plan. Do you get it? It wasn't like, oh yeah, that was the sort of the say-in for TSW6 and everyone was wowed by it and whatever. No. So I saw it and I was like, thank you for liking the live code. I'm blessed, my man. I'm blessed, man. Good to hear that you're well. These names are crazy. Missing away, really? We need to we need to like track down who at Dovetail in the development team works on the OHLE and keeps doing this over and over and over again. At some point it gets ridiculous, you know. Also, what route is this most similar to? Oh, you know what, never mind. I wanted to apply Jetwash's mod here, but not even God modes has been updated, obviously, for this route, so not much point in trying. At some point, I need to find a way to like manually do that myself. Because it means for most of the time, I'm just going to be playing on like default stock settings. I am very happy about the Medway line. I'll say it again. It's not what I thought it was when I saw the... Hey, 218. It wasn't what I thought it was when I initially saw it. But with that level of detail in the scenery, in the trains, boy oh boy. Hopefully it's the banger that it's projected to be. Not someone who does their job great. That's the thing. That's the thing, man. You know, we're human, right? We make mistakes. Something happens here and there. It's like, okay, cool. But for it to happen over and over and over again, and then it also means that QA are slacking a bit as well. I still need to make. I haven't even started on my should you buy video. I think I'll do that tomorrow as well. Don't be surprised if there's no stream tomorrow, because I want to record, create, record, and edit that video, and also, what was the other thing that I said I wanted to do? The run of the 140 as well. I mean, if I start on those at like 8, 9 in the morning, I should be okay, maybe, but we'll see. Don't know what tomorrow holds. Will it turn off on its own? You know what? Good shout. That's actually a good point. Will the GSMR still turn off on its own? I assume more than anything that would piss off the devs more, who have like put in the effort in it just to have it suffer from something that's not of their own. Although, let's be honest, that's what's been happening recently, man. JT have been suffering from problems that, you know, are not caused by themselves. All aboard studios have been suffering from problems that are not caused by themselves. I believe TSG have been suffering from problems that have not been caused by themselves. That's been a pattern recently. Just record the video and say no. Why? You know, I actually don't know what I'm gonna say, because I personally like it. I personally actually enjoy it. I don't know exactly what it is, but I actually enjoy like running. I enjoyed running all the scenarios, doing the cab car run. I don't know what it is. However, there are flaws. There are flaws, and I'll be sure to, you know, make those known, of course. I guess this is like a full price route, right? Like a £29.99 route. It's not worth that, just because of what's missing. If you're going to not have deliveries, if the reason doesn't bother me, you know. End of the day, I'm a consumer, not. Those details don't really bother me. Bottom line is, you know, you got little details like the display boards. Thank you, Bill, for bringing that to my attention. The liveries are missing. I saw someone make a point on the forums that in reality, the glass roof of a Stuttgart is like frosted, so it doesn't really let that much light in, which makes sense for why it seemed almost dark in the video that I was watching. Whereas in the game, it's completely bright, like the glass is completely transparent, and it actually makes a difference if you know the area. So little stuff like that, I feel like, are enough to take away the value of the product, in my opinion. Because you're not getting a faithful recreation. You're paying for a faithful recreation with that price, but you're not getting a faithful recreation. Oh boy. They didn't wait a second to milk this route as well. In what way, Nabil? The ambassador effect. What was the ambassador effect? They made a system so cows that go on tracks can't be considered human passengers. Forget the cows going on track. Like, that's, I'm not gonna lie. I never experienced it, so it clearly wasn't something that was happening all the time. Let it be. I'm not gonna lie. Let it be, man. Animals are animals. Do you get it? Like, so many foxes end up on the railway and getting hit by trains in the UK. It's part of the railway, man. But the fact that they had the cows moving, oh my god, that was mind blowing. They had moving cows, moving animals. I've never seen that before in another route. Use existing stock and add a local DLC right away. Ah, what are we saying? It seems like the new DTG meta, isn't it? That does seem like the new DTG meta. Ambassador effects, so you like every route? Not really. Not really. I like what I like. I don't like what I don't like. My yeah, man. I just burped and it tasted like Moroccan crisps. You know the cheap ones, the cheap soft ones, the puffy ones. The chip data is saying other things. You can't talk, Mr. AI. One of the statement. What's one of the statements of all time? I like what I like. Hey, it applies to everything. I've used that my whole life. It was a reality that I came to. I say I use that my whole life. That's a lie. It's a reality I came to several years ago. And the first day we centered around like, I used to get asked like, oh well, like, before I got married and stuff, I'd get asked like, oh well, like, what's my type of what's my type when it comes to women? And I would say my type. I used to actually like list certain things. But then, you know, I would see things and it would change my perspective. It changed my pen. I was like, oh, hold on, but that's not usually my type, but I like that. And then I say that's not usually my type, but I like that. And then I realized I don't have a type. I just like what I like. And then I realized that actually applies to more things in life. So it was like an awakening. And I realized no matter, you know, what it comes to, for not all things in life, but, you know, most things, I like what I like. I need to stop at a stop marker. Ah, that is some wisdom right there. Thank you, bro. Thank you, man. This is why I need you around, bro. I thought the stop markers were there for like it was a law. That is not what my wife is. You know what, Sammy? Honestly, same. Let's say, honestly, go back. Maybe okay. So we started dating. I mean, between us dating and getting married was less than a year, but we started dating in 22, end of 22. Up until like 2020 or 2021 even, I would have said she wasn't my type. And I would have stood on that hard. Like hard. You know? But yeah, man, I don't know. I don't know whether it's like just growth, maturity, experiences. I don't know what it is, man. But life makes you see things differently. Regulation, thank you, Nabil. That was literally the one word I was looking for. I was thinking of governing bodies, law, the word signage kept popping up on my head. I was literally looking for that. Thank you, regulation. On Saturday, I went to Barcelona because they're doing some exhibitions with all subway trains. This year is the 100th anniversary of Barcelona subway. Security in that place. Really? Ah, makes sense. Makes sense. That's cool. How is it? Have you got any pictures? Stuff like that is cool, man. You're doing things differently now, Nabil. Talk to me, man. Talk to me. What's changed in your lens? Didn't take pictures, fair enough. It's your company. Wait, what's your what's your company? Too many people insecure. Too many people. That one's more surprising than anything. Because like this whole like anything trains related, bro. In terms of like, generic NPC public, who used to care about trains, bro? Do you get it? It was only us nerds. Who used to actually care? So the fact that it was like packed, I wonder whether it was because it was what it was in terms of like trains, or whether it was because it was just a weekend and something to do. You know, I might as well just let it coast. Gonna go down to 80. I'm probably gonna get hit by a 1000 hertz magnet. From here. No? Okay. Oh yeah. On one of the scenarios, I'm going through a siding and there was a yellow. And you know me, bro, if I say yellow, I'm acknowledging. You know, I don't know exactly the rules on what types of yellow you acknowledge and don't acknowledge. Like that one, for example, because there were magnets there. So I see a yellow, I acknowledge. That's just my principle in driving German routes. I acknowledged it. I went past the train, went past it. I hit the acknowledge, and then it got me. It triggered anyway. Like, what the hell? And it was worse because on that I had already like been emergency brake like twice. So we just added insult to injury. Okay, there's an example. There's an example. Perfect. It did it again. It did it again. I acknowledged. I acknowledged and it didn't do anything. I guess that's, is that, I don't know, is that a bug on the route? Is that a bug of this train? Guess it must be. That timing was insane. Look outside. Outside of the train. I think I've gone past probably where you said that. What does it say on my train? What does it say on my train? What do you mean, what does it say on my train? Where? Put one and one together. What are you talking about? Entrance was free, you had one guard. Okay, free entrance also is gonna invite a whole bunch of people. Five carriages plonked in the middle. Yeah, it sounds like a, you know, a little Saturday activity. In all honesty, Sammy, he's waffling, man. He's waffling. Oh, oh my days, bro. Why you didn't, bro? You did not need to do riddles to that extent. I get it now. I get it now. But what the hell? What are you doing? What are you doing, bro? I'd smack you for that. You need to get slapped for that. What was the need? What was the need for that whole circus? Yeah, explain that, Nabil. What do you mean by even Sammy got it? Do explain. Do elaborate. Sammy, we need to find a way to get you on our Motorfest sessions, man. I haven't played Motorfest in a while, I'm not going to lie. And I'm going to get on it tomorrow anyway because of the... Oh, that's another thing to take me away from streaming. I need to get on it so I can do the... What's it called? The summit. He doesn't know the context. Okay. Okay. That's valid. But you saying doesn't know the context is even worse now because now Sammy's going to be curious. Although, again, he could put 101 together. But that's the worst thing you can do. Be a tease. He is not implying I'm meant to be this. I'm gonna get emergency brakes. God damn it. He's not implying that I'm meant to be the smart one. Trust me. I'll tell you that for free, mate. That is not what he's implying. I wonder if we'll see a modded timetable for this route with the correct stock. Yeah, that's the thing, man. It's a platform thing. Yeah. That's the hindrance, unfortunately. I can't imagine how difficult it would be for companies to allow. It's like it's weird because they do it. Like in grand races in general, they're cross-platform. So why not just give us the opportunity to control that a little bit and choose who we do the cross-platform with? Like, I don't get it. I really don't get it. Like FIFA, I don't know what it is, what it's like today, but I know a few years back they had cross-platform for one game mode, and that was it. I think it was Ultimate Team had cross-platform, but say like you just wanted to do like 1v1 with your boy, or I don't know, whatever else. There was another game mode. You couldn't do that. And it's like, what's the point? The ability is in the is built into the game, so why not give players control over that? Just a bit weird. Hello, Abdul. Why so slow? I mean, I'm going 78 kilometers an hour and the speed limit is 80. If you're asking about why the speed limit is so slow, at that particular moment, it's because we were switching. We were switching tracks. How's performance on this route and bug? So performance is smooth, as you can see. I'm not encountering what I was encountering on Cardiff with like the constant stutters. Obviously, at the beginning there was the usual, but since then it's been as you can see for yourself. Bugs. There's the weirdness of the PZB that you saw. That's the second time that I've encountered that now. So I don't know whether that's a bug with this train or not, but you know, that's something to be wary of ultimately. In the scenarios, I'm not going to try it now, but in the scenarios, when I go into photo mode, there's fog. The scene becomes foggy, and then when I leave photo mode, the fog stays. So it could be a sunny day, I go into photo mode, and everything becomes foggy and horrible. So that's a bug that I've only seen on this route. Although I've heard of it existing before, but I never encountered it myself. Honestly, that's pretty much it for what I've personally encountered. Abdul, I'm playing on PC. Yeah, Sammy. And it's not like they do really cool things. Yeah, like for example, they invite your friends. Like someone that doesn't have the game, you can invite them to play grand races with you for like unlimited time. I think, if I'm not mistaken. Like that's crazy. That's so like pro consumer, But then there's like something like that exists also. The limitation, the cross-platform limitation, and it's like, I don't get it. AI is it's a joyful thing, man. AI is a joyful thing. It's a joy. It's a joy, man. Nice one, Nabil. Abdul, type in. Oh, guys, help me here. What's the command again? Type it in, Abdul. Type in exclamation mark system. Give that a go. It's either exclamation mark. Oh, setup. Thank you, ASR. Abdul, type in chat exclamation mark and then setup. And then it will give you my specs. Okay, Nabil. Okay, bro. Okay. Oh, bro, follow something for Omnigo. Sorry, mate. Callum, sorry, mate. I've only just seen your chat. Currently doing a Class 390 on the East Coast mainland. Nice one, mate. Nice one. Are you a UK route type of guy then? RIP Omnigo, man. That's probably the best thing that could have happened to it, you know? There you go, Abdul. It would have been even better if no one reacted to the message. Who did react? Do you remember? I didn't check. I'm assuming. I know Ericas was talking there. He's the only one that I would approve of reacting to that. I'm not gonna lie. If anyone else reacted, I have a problem. RIP DDR. Sorry, RAM prices. RIP GPU prices very soon. If you've built a PC recently, I got a couple guys who have done so. They've won. I'm not gonna lie. Also, some stops that I did with the cab car, I was very proud of. Very, very proud of. They were cool. They were very cool. See what I'm saying in terms of traffic, though, Nabil? Like how much have we seen since we've left Heilbronn? You know, and yeah, we are going to see more and more as the closer we get to Stuttgart, of course. But, you know, for the route, you know, what the route's meant to be, I don't know, man. Spectre, Domi, why are they liking it? Why they like it? Well, I mean, Domi, I can't really say anything about. Domi, like, I think he's very new to Omzi. But Spectre was driving, he was active, and then he just went. And to come back to react to that message, it's a piss take, isn't it? Where's, what's his name? Where's, damn, I forgot his name, man. I forgot his name. Never mind. What are my thoughts on the increasing prices of RAM? It's a shame, obviously, as a PC guy, as someone who was hoping to build a new system in the next, I don't know, couple of years. It's a shame. It won't last. I think, you know, this AI thing and hardware and the prices for it exploding, it won't last, but the fact that it's happening and it will last for a few years at least sucks. It sucks. Yeah, that's all I can say really, man. It sucks. It's a shame. It's a shame. I guess it would be good for, well, I was gonna say it would be good for the console market, but even consoles, bro, next generation consoles are not gonna be cheap. They are not going to be cheap. Everything's gonna be affected in terms of gaming systems, anything that has RAM in it. It's worrying. How did you know I was talking about Novinus in the bill? That's crazy. Frankfurt is just a neighborhood in Stuttgart. Yeah, it makes sense, man. If you tell yourself that enough times, you'll believe it. The world is about to get a lot more expensive. 2 years of hurt. I mean, I don't know. We'll see, innit? One, it depends on what you're into. Of course, for example, if you're into PCs, you're definitely going to feel this one. And two, it depends on where you live as well. If you live in the UK, you're going to feel it a lot more than if you live in Dubai, for example. If we're talking general, cost of living. Huh? Is this a normal, what sort of formation is this? It reminds me of the Arosa line services, where you have like the logs at the back of the passenger coaches. Stuttgart 21 or Dresden and Simrel. Stuttgart 21? What's Stuttgart 21? What's that referring to? GameCube. I mean, it's going to be cheaper than a full-blown PC, I think. But it's a PC at the same time. So it's going to be more expensive than consoles. I think anyone that's hoping it won't be. I don't want to say it's deluded, but you have to think of it from a logical perspective. It just wouldn't make sense for it to be priced that way. And also, I don't believe they're projected to sell anywhere near what the Steam Deck sold as well. So the Steam Deck was a killer value for money. And it set the standard, I think, for handhelds. Because handhelds had been a thing for a good few years before the Steam Deck. But it was the Steam Deck that really brought attention. Brought a lot more attention to that market. And I was thinking of Novinus, Nabil. I was thinking of Novinus. That's why I was like, how did you guess that? I saw no magnets there. Nothing to acknowledge. Can't wait for this AI bubble to just burst, but yeah, it will. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe it was foolish of me, and I would understand that completely. But I kept hearing people call it a bubble, and I kept thinking to myself, it's not a bubble, it's not a bubble. But the extent at which it's affecting everything is a bubble, for sure. I think I can admit I was wrong about that. And I also can't wait for it to end. Pork is getting cheaper here because of the African swine fever virus. I didn't even know about that happening. But that's good, but good for you lot, isn't it? Because I know you lot love your pork. Yeah. Is it, how do you pronounce it? Jamon, yamon. Spanish speciality. Stuttgart Hbf new thing. Oh, the new station, the new Stuttgart station. £600-700 is the rumored price of the RAM situation. Now probably the RAM alone costs that much. He was the most active in the company. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, it was him. Yeah. Yeah, NFTs, man. Ah. I remember I was telling my missus for the longest time because she was trying to, you know, and I support, you know, the intention, but she kept bringing up NFTs to me as an investment, and I kept saying like, it's not the move basically. This lag is lagging. I was like, they're not gonna last, man. It's not gonna last. It's not gonna last. It's not gonna last. And it took a good like year and a half for that to finally like be proven. But yeah, it finally happened. But I feel like you can see that from a mile away, man. Okay, my FPS has tanked. Um, which I haven't seen it do before. Is it something I've got open? I'm pretty sure Jetwash is... Actually, no, I think Jetwash's mod probably is an effect, right? Maybe it's that. Oh, you know what I need to do as well, actually? I need to change... this is very high. Not that fixing it. Not that just fixing it immediately. Okay, so I guess at least part of Jetwash's mod is in effect. I do want a new GPU. I'll say that much. I want a whole new system, but as a priority, I want a new GPU. What are you referring to about a whole cow head, Nabil? It makes it cheaper because exporting is dangerous. It can spread the virus. Oh no, I put that together. As in, I didn't know about the actual virus itself taking place. Them eating pork. Oh, I'm not saying it as a bad thing. I'm not saying it as a bad thing. I'm just saying like Spain, in terms of like Spain like food. Paella, of course. But also pork is like big in like Spanish culture as I understand. Like the big cut, it's the big chunks and then they slice it. The chunks with like the fat on it. But the latter point stands in terms of we can't talk. Absolutely, we can never talk. can't talk at all, bro. Big man thing. Yeah, all red as yeah. Yeah, like I said, everything red. I'm still not getting smooth performance, by the way, but I will say before I modded the game, I did. So do what you want with that information. Also, it's interesting that they brought in the default 101 and not the expert one. And another also, I can't imagine it would have been the most difficult thing in the world to get the correct destination displays. So yeah, the general environment here should be a lot darker than this. Not once has Sifa even beeps at me. I've maintained it well. If you don't want to see like a specific run, do let me know. Like this is partly to let you guys see the route and whatever you want to see of it before I get into my journey mode. So if you want to see like a normal timetable run of something, just let me know. Otherwise, by default, I'm just going to do the journey mode runs, but they're probably going to be quite repetitive. Put a Wiko in front of the Dosto and call it. I thought for a second that you were making a joke with the word Dosto and like diversity. I'm so glad that was just a spelling error. It almost put me in depression, man. Overthinking final boss. Now there's gonna be an investigation starting tomorrow. Said it's a holiday about the Ground Zero. That's how a virus is used in laboratories. The type of virus is used in laboratories. Why? Oh, they're doing studies. Ah. Huh. Do we know like what country in Africa it's affecting? Over priority, right? Nice one, man. You know what? I'll be honest, yeah. When I saw Medway on the, okay, ASR. When I saw Medway on the list of reveals, I thought it was gonna be like, you know, something like they brought to TSC, man. You know. But yeah, I'm kind of disappointed that it's not like gonna be super long and feature London. But at the same time, do you mind it at night, ASR, or would you want it in the daytime? I guess, yeah, I mean, that's a stupid question, really, isn't it? And tell me, what do you want to see in Heilbronn as well? Because I don't know what you're going to want to see. I can show you the station if that's what you want to see. And I guess, I don't know, platforms. But I don't know if there's something that you want to see in the area, like in the scenery, or if there's a particular building that should be there, for example. So yeah, give me some pointers so that I can properly cater to you. All right, Sammy. Just scan the QR code and wish listed. Yeah, good, nice one, man. I want to see where the trains you going to the main station. Okay, cool. Let's do that. I can't even like hand to AI or anything. Maybe I should just spawn on foot. Anyway, who cares? Let's go. So first thing first, let me actually go, you know, according to what you said. So oh, okay, 628's here. Hello. So they go to Beta Necht einsteigen. I'm trolling. I know that's not a destination. I don't know what this is meant to be. I don't know if it's meant to be like some sort of ticket office or whatever. Actually, I want to use one of those functional like ticket machines that they have. I mean, in terms of like destinations, I mean, this is not a good time, I think. How does this make sense? Heilbronn Hauptbahnhof to Krausheim to Heilbronn Hauptbahnhof. Huh? This train goes to Mannheim. No way, a Dosto in a German route in TSW. Who would have thought, man? Who would have thought? He's reading a book. He looks upside down. The train times. This is your underpass. Not much to see, really. Invisible wall. Functional lifts. Please tell me it has the English voice. Oh, it doesn't. It just teleported me out as well. Okay. No, that's what I was saying to them as I was coming into Stuttgart. It couldn't have been super difficult to implement the correct displays, you know. Surely not. Surely not. Pizza. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to like. You know, I don't know. Like, here's a surrounding buildings. This looks like a custom asset. Not sure what this building is meant to be. A tram in front of the station. Pardon me. No. Did it exist in 2000? You walked on that road. I hope it didn't look like this. Okay, the trams didn't exist. There are Mercedes facelift buses parked right next to the tracks. Well, in a bill, you know about those buses, bro. I think it's a generic asset. The same way Rivet put the Swiss buses everywhere. Cardiff, Riviera line. You know. The departure board in the map. What do you mean? The departure board in the map. Why is it silent? Oh, there we go. Thank you, Pablo, for liking the live on TikTok. You know what, I can imagine. Yeah, it's a good feeling. Dovetail aircon. Oh, I guess this is a collectible. Ah. Okay, so for platform 1, just it doesn't help that they say Heilbronn, obviously because the train hasn't arrived yet. But from the destination that is given, I'm only really seeing Krausheim. From platform 2, Stuttgart. Platform 3, Erfurt, Homburg. What's Homburg? Wolfsburg, Kaiserslautern. Platform 4, Stuttgart. Platform 5, Mannheim and Frankfurt. Platform 6, all Stuttgart. Platform 7, Bruchsal, Heilbronn, Sinsheim, Osterburgen. Has a bit of variety, I guess. I'm trying my best, Nabil. I'm trying my best. Like, what more can I do? What more can I do than try my best? What more can I do than try my best? So yeah, a decent bit of variety in terms of destinations. No, but they're in Stuttgart. Wait, or yeah, I don't think I've seen them in Heilbronn. I've seen them on the Stuttgart side. I should have seen the Stuttgart side. Do you want to see the Stuttgart side or no? My session is invalid because I'm on a different build. I'm not on the public build. Why did it hold your message? You want tuna, Bill? So, from... Okay, let me do from platform 1. From platform 1, they're all... Okay, it doesn't show anything yet. Platform 101. Are these underground? Platform 101. Yeah, they are in it because it goes to Stuttgart Schraubstrasse, which I believe is underground. So these are the underground lines, yeah. But anyway, out of curiosity, some go to Wouderstadt, Marbach, Bittergeim, Bissingen. I'm going to slew a lot of these names, so, you know, give me some grace. Platform 2 just shows Stuttgart. Platform 3 also just shows Stuttgart. Platform 4, Lauda and Würzburg. Platform 5, Heidelberg, Zurich, Stuttgart, Frankfurt, Tuttlingen. Platform 6, Karlsruhe, and that's about it. Platform 7, Heidelberg, Karlsruhe, Singen, that's about it. Platform 8, Karlsruhe and Hamburg. Is it actually is Hamburg an actual destination? No God mode, unfortunately. ASR. No, it hasn't. Obviously, I mean the route hasn't released yet. Is Hamburg actually a place, or are they misspelling Hamburg? Platform 10 only shows Stuttgart at the moment. 11 only shows Stuttgart as well. 12 shows Heilbronn, Hamburg, and Karlsruhe. 13 just Stuttgart. 14 Heilbronn, Kaiserslautern, Heidelberg, Kaiserslautern, Hamburg, and 16 the shows Heilbronn. Hamburg's where they make hamburgers. Ah, interesting. That explains it. Putting it onto local, leaving Stuttgart Hbf for diversity. For diversity. Token shunters. Nice. Aha. Cab car time. I hope I can drive this one without the taps. But we'll see. Yeah, so I don't see like a button to illuminate the destination board. Long ass service. Did these exist back in 2000? They added Ebula and TSW in your dreams? What's a screenshot of the elephant? Can't close the curtains. Nope. I actually tried to do that before. No. This gives Ebula, and now I need to implement the Ebula on tablet, which is rolling out. Maybe that was their game plan the whole time. DB phones are currently using the tablet. I don't even know the difference in operation between the different DBs. Oh, there's a token shunter in blue. It should be in red. Right, so what have we got at the end of this? 111. The game sounds too quiet. There's no way you guys are hearing things properly. Also, I'm gonna give Dovetail credit for one thing, yeah. Yes. The passenger chatter is so realistic that several times I've thought I've heard people talking like outside my window, and then I'll move my headphone, and then there's no, like, it's silent, and then I'll put it back, and then I'll hear it again. And I didn't notice like it was hitting that hard. And I encountered that thing several times when I thought I heard people talking, and I realized I didn't. And it was because of that. See, the acknowledge works perfectly here, instantly. Oh, I need to turn these up. Can't do anything with that. My throat is giving me a bit of a hard time. Maybe train lights button. No, it doesn't. Because it's currently on at the moment, and it's not illuminated. Like, I turned on all. I've done like what makes sense to do from the cab. You know, I've checked all the back panels and stuff, and I can't find what seems to be the switch for it. Starting from December 14th, we'll now need to use a NATO alphabet and also say Mayday, Mayday, Mayday. That's strange. Is there a reason for that, Nabil? There's not going to be any international driving, is there? Okay, I need to make sure we still stick below 85. Oh no, we're good now. December 14th, ponies getting chased. Why is December 14th the date that things are happening on? From also that day my local line will run its entire length. Tracks are badly made that they cross each other without gaps, so you derail. Is it as bad as Subway Sim 2 though? That's the question. Also, I found it it was mentioned in the forum, and I find it interesting that when in the Dovetail survey they were asking, oh, what other games do you play? They mentioned Simrail, they mentioned Derail Valley, they mentioned Trains. They didn't mention Subway Sim 2, which also runs on Unreal Engine and has a lot of features that TSW doesn't. Interesting. Hello AFC, sorry for the late response to your message, mate. As someone who lives in the UK, I can't seem to find any enjoyment out of foreign routes. Any tips? Mate, you know, it's based on your preference. Thank you, JC Media, for liking the live. If you just happen to just not find foreign routes fun, then you don't. You can, like, check reviews, read the forums for like the top foreign routes, you know, and see if they might give you some enjoyment. But ultimately, that might not solve your problem, because it depends on the core reason for why you don't like those routes. European orders. Ah, interesting. Someone in the TSW comments said they quit TSW and plays Deep Valley now. You know what? Kind of valid. Kind of valid. Not gonna lie. Isn't NATO phonetic alphabet also going to use an airplanes? I think it's near here that OHLE is missing. I don't even know if I'd want you to point it out for me. I may be better off remaining ignorant. Actually, no, point it out to me so that I can relay it to Dovetail. Whether I get responded to or not is another matter, but at least I'll do my bit, you know. They mentioned other sims that haven't released yet. Whoa. Did I go past the yellow? The 85 wasn't flashing anymore. So why would there have been a yellow inside the tunnel? Especially when the next signal is green. I'm not gonna lie, they've banged the passenger audio, man. It bugs me. It bugs me out quite a bit. Oh, it's on the S-Bahn tracks. There you go in the building. There's the other train that you can hear. Just normal TSW things. Okay, we can hear the trains for miles. Oh, they're the underground. Oh, that's what you were talking about, Nabil, the underground ones. I mean, hey, sometimes on the London Underground, you can hear the train. Like, if there's a train beneath, you can hear it and feel the rumble. So maybe it's not entirely bad, you know? Depends how much imagination you want to use and how much you want to reach. Really? It's interesting, you know, because that's from the same studio. That's one of the best for TSW. I really, really, really wish that route comes to TSW, man, but it's unlikely. That's the reality, unfortunately. One can hope, though. One can continue hoping, continue wishing, you know? No matter how silly it may be. It's before the first station of the S-Bahn tracks. There's a bridge above you and the OHLE cuts before the bridge. I mean, if it's something that's... Ultimately, it shouldn't be in the game. I'm not giving it like a free pass. But if it's something that you don't see from the cab of the trains that... Like, in all the services... In any one of the layers and everything, if you don't see it on any of them, I don't think it's a huge problem. But if you do, which I would assume this one you do see it, right? Then I think it would need an immediate fix. Okay, 85 is not flashing. We don't have a yellow. We're good. Yeah, so something like that, it would need to be fixed immediately. Do you remember what S-Bahn service it was, so that I can give it a go myself? because I don't know if there are going to be any S-Bahn services at all in the entire journey mode. Do they go to the same place? I don't know. They may not. S6. I'll give it a go. I haven't seen that blue sign before. I've never seen that blue little sign. I assume that's something to do with GSMR, right? Welcome back, Stephanie. Thank you, ASR, for the timestamp. I'm not gonna go like searching for it, but you're welcome to point it out for me as we approach it. Do you remember whether it's on the S-Bahn or the... Sorry, whether it's on the Stuttgart or Heilbronn side. Meters away from... Okay, so Stuttgart side. And can it be seen from either side, like if you approach? Can it be seen from either way that you approach it? Oh snap, I didn't know we were stopping here. Oh wow, these brakes are incredible. The 111 is one of the easiest locos to drive. And part of it is how good the brakes are. I just snapped everyone's neck sitting inside the train. Sorry. How are we 2 minutes late, by the way? The hell? It's easy to do Stuttgart to Stuttgart. Okay, so starting from Stuttgart. Okay. So many reviews online constantly criticize West Cornwall local, but I think it's great. AFC, a lot of those reviews come from people who actually like know the route. I didn't mind it at all. I thought it was a great route myself, but I'm also someone who's never experienced it in reality. So I think it's a, ignorance is bliss type of thing. Dreamed about CCD2 got cancelled. God forbid, man. Rebuke that dream now. The delay was bad enough. Whoa, my nose felt really weird. No, it will have seasons. I'm very confident about that. I'm very confident. Damn, I shouldn't have opened your message. You need to give me a heads up, man. I didn't pick a Russian city. Good question, Good question. It would be hard for me to believe it wasn't politically motivated. Now, why is Spain always the go-to? Hopefully not, man. With all this time they spent on it, although I'm sure they finished the map a long time ago, but if it is like a lackluster map, I can only hope they've added to it a little bit. I hope it's not a disappointment, man. It would be such a shame. Such a shame. I hope it's not one of those situations where it comes out and it ends up being another game that has less quality and less features than its predecessor. Which would be especially worse in this case because its predecessor came out over a decade ago. Way over a decade ago. Wait, is that a red signal? Huh? Oh, wait, I pressed the wrong one. I meant to press... God damn, I meant to press override and I pressed release. Why was that just a solid red signal, though? I don't know why that signal was solid red. I was meant to press override. I'm sure override would have allowed me to go past it, but why was it red in the first place? Yes, thank you. That was what I was meant to press. Oh, look, Wi-Fi on the train. In 2000. There's already been people in the ambassador Discord talking about signaling from the weekend. And not that either. It was something completely different. I'm so sorry, Nabil. I completely forgot, bro. Sorry, bro. I hope I haven't ruined your immersion. Not your train, not your problem. I don't know, man. It didn't used to be the case. It didn't used to be the case. Nice one, Sammy. Feel free to post the final product in our Discord. No, I'm not quite sure why the 40. It could be because we went through like sidings just then. What looked like sidings. I don't know. But isn't there usually a 20? Wouldn't it usually be a 25 limit then? Okay. I was also joining you. Love it. I love to see it. You know what? Every day I'm so grateful that my wife and I are actually friends. Like we're actually really good friends. Like it's not just like a relationship, you know? It's such a blessing, man. Oh, not ready yet? Okay. What am I looking for to let me know that the train's ready to go? Shall I be looking at one of these? I don't want to hang out with someone. Exactly, bro. But it's the case for a lot of people, you know. It's the case for a lot of people. But it's yes. Love it, man. You'll be surprised how many relationships don't have that dynamic. Right, I'm gonna take the charger out of my phone, put it in my tripod. I'm going to start a food channel, either towards the end of this year or the beginning of next year, and I would love the support of you guys. That would be great, just to get the channel up and running, you know. It's gonna be called LWD Eats. Anything that's gonna be from me is gonna be LWD something. I hope there's no like bad luck attached. What would mean L is ad man, bro? What are we doing? What's that meant to be? ASR, I'm sure there's like an actual reason behind it. There is a law. I'm sure it's got to do with numbers, one way or another. It's gonna be something to do with numbers. Collaboration. If he ever finds me, he needs to find me first. Uber or Just Eat? Like what my preference? I've never ordered Just Eat, and I used to work for them, so let that tell you something. Just Eat has completely fallen off anyway. In London, it seems. I don't see any riders anymore. Yeah, I used to ride for Just Eat. I mean, I've done Uber as well. I've worked for Uber as well. Hello, TJ. If you're in London Vic and London Bridge, I have a trainee driver ads. So thank you, TJ, for letting me know, mate. That's great. Appreciate you. So I know when you're driving the cab car, the 140 specifically, sorry. When you're driving the 140 and you start braking before the tap changer goes to 0, you traction lock yourself. I don't know whether that applies to only the loco. I assume it would also apply to a cab car attached to it. And I also don't know how you would get out of that. See, it would be nice at the training module that trains you on how to drive these trains. Had that information. It would be great. Deliveroo, worked for Deliveroo, they paid the best, and I've ordered from them. They usually have the better restaurants, I'm not even gonna lie. Yeah. Canary Wharf privileges. You should order via Royal Mail. That's crazy. Signed and delivered for, yeah? Sorry, delivered and then signed for. That gonna make no sense to you. I'll just start moving when everything goes silent. Or when the train starts rolling. Okay. I'm just gonna give it 10 seconds from now on. I'll do it by time from when I release the brakes. Signed labels. Nah, Royal Mail does a service where the person that you send the package to has to sign for it to prove that they've received it, basically. More of a premium service compared to just a regular service. What are you talking about, bro? What are you yapping about? I've never seen that meme. Right. I'm not gonna lie. I'm cleaning that out regardless. How do you even know that there's eggs inside? Nah, man. Let me do my job, bro. Eggs are getting dashed aside. Pardon me. Not with the settings that I have, ASR. I don't know if you can have them on by force. Where would it be? Here? No. General? Or announcements? Audio, I guess, isn't it? Yes, I've got all trade announcements off, so I don't know if I had that on, I would hear them. But, yeah. I mean, to be fair, they could even implement, like, manual ones. Yeah, they do look uncomfortable, I'll be honest. For sure. Okay, do I just have to do it and then turn it off and then do it again? Is it a bug? I thought it was to do with the brakes releasing, but surely everything's released by now. I mean, this seat looks fine, but that one looks terrible. I'm not doing announcements, bro. We need Connor here. Connor would have done the announcements for us. We are running according to DB time. So all good in that department. Yes, sir. What a crazy reality. What do you mean you're rocking the talent too? Is there a reason that the gauge has remained as it was, ASR? Okay, yeah, it does just seem that I need to like activate it, deactivate it, and then activate it again. Very odd. Mid-26. Oh, what? You know for sure? 100%? I thought there were options, no? Like, yeah, there was like a variety that that you could possibly be in. If it works, don't fix it. Yeah, fair enough. But with everything being modernized, it makes it easier to swap trains in if there's ever a need. Say no more, bro. Harder for the elderly. Come on. Let's just close the line one so I mean, yeah, fair enough. But it would be a small price to pay now. Bigger value in the future. Bus replacement services is a crazy concept to me. Like it's always the other way around here. You never see it that way. I'm trying to change the gauge within a week. Absolutely. No matter how hard the job gets it done. Built completely different. I saw a crazy video recently of a Chinese car doing like a gymkhana type of thing. Oh yeah, they've been far ahead, bro. For a while, a long while. Absolutely ASR. I know you asked that question to Nabil, but absolutely. Have you seen how they do their highways, bro? They don't mess around. If something needs to be done, it needs to be done quick. It's getting done quick. Yeah, it's literally it. You just need to move the handle, move it back, and then move it again. Interesting. Wish I knew that before my my video. So it's getting better. Thank you, bro. Again, watch my cab car video, bro. On some of them, I banged it without even like changing the brake application. I'm not gonna say it was accidental, but you know, it's not like I've studied what speed I need to be going at when I put the brake handle in this position when I'm this far from the station, you know. Just sort of worked out. ASR, can you remind me what line it was? Was it S6? Thank you. Bro, get out of TikTok, bro. Get off TikTok now. Where did that follow come from? Why didn't it show up? Shake that. Thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate ya. Did it show up on screen and I missed it? It's not enjoyable. Look at your disappointment. What are you waffling about? Even with the camera this close to my face, I still can't tell my expressions. Must be the camera angle. It's not the camera angle. You're seeing what you want to see, boss. It's disappointing you, so you think it's disappointing me as well. He has learned how to copy and paste, yeah. It's an activity he enjoys. Does it every now and again. This is when boredom strikes. This is the result. This weather mod is this weather mod is incredible. For what reason? For what reason? I was going below 25 kilometers an hour. What's the 500 hertz speed limit? Is it not 25? There's obviously nothing to acknowledge. Oh, great, stop. Bro, go play Fortnite. What's going to be enjoyable for you? Fortnite, Motorfest, maybe some OMSI. Right, I'll take the 423 to be as close to realistic as we can. He says with the Wi-Fi thing. I mean, realistically, it would have to be the bottom one, but the bottom one's like the worst one in terms of like the model and stuff. But I mean, without the Wi-Fi things, I don't feel like I have much of a choice. It's gonna have to be this one. It has to be. Oh, they're quite short. Oh no, there are longer ones. Okay. I guess I'll do a short one just to see. This one takes no time apparently. I'll do a short one just to see the problem that you mentioned. You mentioned has more modern PIS. Really? I was like, I can't really win then, because that's got more modern interior and the PIS, and the other one has Wi-Fi labels plastered all over it. So how does one win? You don't. Oh, right there. I forgot. I messed up how? It's an 8-minute run, man. I don't think it's that deep. See, we got to 45 and we didn't bug out. as possible. Alright, ASR. Gotta give me a heads up. 500 meters away from Stuttgart, Nordbahnhof. Noted. Plays are off, you're not allowed to drive. They're on, but you just can't see them because they're very dim. But I can assure you they are on. Where is it missing? Okay. Danke. We're going very quickly, aren't we? Whoops. I did see it, yeah. I screenshotted it. Hopefully I got it in the screenshot. Whoops. Believe it or not, it does. It actually does. Not great ones, I'll be honest. Not great ones at all. Why are the brakes so bad on this? What's he got to do with a TOD being a TOD3 train, bro? Riddle me that. Simograph, aha. 147 is going to release before 420. I believe it. I would say so. I would say so. Coasting seems to slow you down more than braking. What was only built to milk it? The 147. Let the conspiracies begin. Oh, the route? Emergency brake is the only brake that actually works. She didn't want to do anyone a favor with this one. I mean, all they needed to do is just get their liveries working, man. And they would have given it so much more value. Mac worked on his route, really? And in what sense? In what capacity? Right, I'm gonna do one more journey mode run and then call it there. We'll do this one. Before that, get myself to the bathroom. I think this is a night run as well. Get myself to the bathroom and relieve myself. I didn't change my name, no, on social. Also, there's no changing my name on social. It'd be just Discord in general. All right. Yes, I've seen that message. I've seen that message. They know I'm a streamer anyway, so I'm pretty sure it's not a big deal if I don't change it. I don't know. I'm not part of the admin team. Admin team. That's on you, boss. I guess you can see what happens. Not reduced. Did I not turn? Okay. To be honest, I don't think I even need that. Actually, I don't need these so bright. Okay. Did I say Edmund? Why are you trolling today? You're in a trolling mood. You heard Edmund. That's on you. Must have been the wind, bro. Yeah. That's the only explanation. Let's get going. How come you haven't been playing it recently? Is there any reason, or you just prefer other games at the moment? Really? How so? What's your problem with it? Why though? One of the meta cards is the NSX that you get doing the Japanese playlist, which you should have. Aside from the legendary one, yeah. Well, the last time I played it was on stream, whenever you last saw it, so whatever's come since then, which I believe isn't much. That's all that I've got to do. Really, to be fair, I haven't seen you playing Roblox much in recent times, so it makes sense. The headlights are basically non-existent. What are headlights? Good question. I don't know. Lights that go in your head, maybe? Nope. They're right there. They seem to, from the outside, they illuminate a decent distance, and then you go inside, and they don't exist. Yeah, it doesn't really make sense. Bro, it's pitch black. It's just completely pitch black. I'm just driving into nothing. There was a 40 km/h reduction there. There literally wasn't. Did you see the track? I got my HUDs on. My guides. I don't know. I don't think this train has high beams. If this train has high beams, please do instruct me on how to turn them on. But I don't think it does. I'm seeing what you're seeing on stream. I'm seeing black, and then I'm seeing the outlines of the top of the OHLE. No, but look, you go outside view, and it's, you know, it's not great, but it's also not nothing, you know. I don't believe this unit has like high beams at all. I've searched for it. I mean, it's a 111. Yeah, the headlight switch that goes from normal to reduced. I don't know how much more we can reduce. And that's about it. I can neither confirm nor deny. Certainly not on the underground. I can say that much. Can't say I've sat in the cab of a you know, an Electro Star or a 66. To compare. They have been equipped with one by DB, but it's not implemented in game. I wonder why. But when did the 111 first come into the game? With what routes? And what year was that set in? And then I wonder if it was way back a little bit. If that's by design. Salzburg Rosen. So what year was Salzburg Rosenheim set in? I don't remember. But that could be a reason why. Other than that, pure bollocks. Hey, hello D, how you doing? Thank you very much for the roses. As always, appreciate ya. Holidays coming soon, get ready. What can we do, man? I'm doing well, thank you. Blessed. Yes, ASR. Thank you very much for that release date. But I'd like to know when the route actually takes place. That was most of the information I was seeking out. Yeah, I felt the same way, Nabil, when I saw that. I felt the same way, because if they had done 2010s from the first place, then there wouldn't have been a need for the whole livery debacle. I believe 2010s era, everything was red, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. So why not just, well, if they had just done it as 2010 from the first place, they could have made the gap if necessary for the 147. They didn't need to worry about making yet another timetable. And then that's it. An odd decision. An odd decision. You do wonder what sort of conversations are had behind closed doors that result in these decisions sometimes. And then the old Stuttgart station building would now be out of place in such a timetable, right? Oh yeah, late 2010s. I mean, I think either way, right? It would have still made like this. When you look at all the trains, or not all the trains, but when you look at the livery, everything red, red, red. It's more appropriate for that. And I also wonder how different would it really be in terms of like service number, for example. I do remember Train Planet. I do, man. We hope one day, maybe, that a resurrection would take place. Because it had potential, man. It had a lot of potential. I was like a bit, I don't know, I wasn't too sure about it when I first heard of it and stuff, but it actually would have been, it would have been good, man. I think it would have been really good competition for TSW. Yeah, that's crazy, by the way, for an actual company to do that and like just not hide it. It's wild. Thank you for liking and sharing. They appreciate you. That's actually wild. Let me ask you, yeah, whether it be TSW, Train Planet, whatever, if a game had that train, is it possible that they could have the license for the train but not the livery? My chat refresh, I don't know why. Damn, really? I didn't know it had gone that far. What, in the demo? Yeah, I knew about the new routes. Wow. Yeah, development was pretty far. They put out the wrong steam. Wow. I missed that completely. I missed that completely. This is the first time I'm even hearing of it. short, but that's okay. Nah, why would that be? I'd be surprised if Dovetail haven't approached them before the release. It would be nice as well if Dovetail actually informed players when that happens. I don't think a company would have a problem. Like, I don't think that there'll be any law around. Bless me, not to sneeze, but if, like, when they decline, when there's a decline from a request, or they just don't reach an agreement, it would be nice for us to see, like, the effort. But Dovetail say, hey, you know, we approach so and so company, or yeah, train operating company for license negotiations, but it didn't go to plan. But we hope that we can revisit the opportunity sometime in the future. You know, something like that. Because right now, all we know, or all that you'll hear, why? Why? I didn't reach 45 kilometers an hour. Is that what, second or third time today that this has happened? I remember the leak around 2 or 3 when we could see all the licenses they had. Oh yeah, I remember that as well. But nowadays you can just go on like Creators Club and there's like a bunch of like logos that they have licenses for, but you can't, there's no liveries or anything for them. That's crazy. I had no clue about that. No clue at all. Why am I still under 1000 hertz, by the way? We went past the green signal at the end of the platform, though. Uh-oh. See, on some trains, you can reach that number and be fine. And then the emergency brake will only occur when you go past that speed. And then on other trains, the minute you get a sniff of the limit, you've got swung dun sung blowing out your eardrums. Yeah, it's a communicate, bro. Forget like communication in terms of, you know, devs or whatever communicating with the community. There was never a website. There was never a forum. There was never a Discord. There was nothing. The game just existed on Steam, and that was it. There was a website, but it was, I think it was like the studio's website, and it had nothing in terms of information or plans or roadmap or anything. It was very frustrating trying to look for information and just finding nothing. And like everything that I've heard about, like the company, a lot of the company, I think they were based in Ukraine, right? And a lot of the developers went to fight. And I heard some other things as well, but God knows what's true and what's not, because there's nothing official. So everything that's known, I believe, is just via word of mouth. So this is the question that I was now going to ask you. As you've asked me, I'll answer it first. I'd rather have the train. I would rather have the train, yeah, even in the wrong livery. I mean, we have that a million times in the game already, don't we? So, but the question I was gonna ask you was, would you rather have it in DB red if it was in the game, or would you be okay with a non-branded RRX livery? Okay about the branding, okay. Because I think I would be okay with that as well. If there is some black and orange, splash of black and orange, you know, spicing things up, somewhat giving you an idea of reality. I'll be more than okay with that. And of course, being on PC, it would be sorted within a week. Yes, I believe it. I believe so, ASR. Hello, Northeasterner. We are driving the yet released Frankenbahn Stuttgart to Heilbronn route. It'll be releasing tomorrow. Yes, sorry that you've come during a night run. But you're welcome to visit my Twitch or my YouTube, where the entire stream will be, and you can see it for yourself during the day, if you wish to do so. Waiting for crew to Preston. That should be a good one. That should be a good one. It has to be, right? It's JT. It has to be. It has to be. Alright, very heavy on the brakes, but I'd rather that than get an emergency brake application. JC do make good routes, but they are a tad expensive. I mean, in line with the regular pricing for DLCs, I think they're probably up there with like the best value, because everything's priced quite expensive, if we're being honest. Shapa's not £57, my man, no. I don't know where you've seen the figure, but it was not £57. I believe it was 30, a little bit above 30 maybe. Perhaps you got it as a bundle with the maybe class 86. That might make a tad more sense. If you got it with the 86 in a bundle, or yeah, that's the only real reason I could think of it being like the price coming up so that much. The most expensive thing we have in the game at all, I think, is the Expert 101, if I'm not mistaken. I'm happy to be corrected on that. I think that was 35 quid. Yeah, that would make sense. That would make a lot of sense. I was thinking of dollars, but then you mentioned quid, and I was like, yeah, there's no chance that you purchased it you purchased it in that currency. According to Followers, no one at VIR on RX said no. If I remember correctly, DTG just didn't get an answer. Okay, interesting. So one wonders why they didn't continue pushing in that case. Queen of Birmingham was disastrous. It was, and I think I don't know in all honesty, Northeasterner, how much that was all aboard's fault. I feel like a lot of those were probably from like core issues, including, you know, poor QA, if you want to put that in there as well, in the same bucket. I almost thought they would add then with the 86. Oh, sorry, JTF, the Windermere branch and Haitian branches are supposed to be up, but they haven't plans to add them yet. Is that confirmed? Usually they do a pretty good job with the branch lines. €65 for one. What's the price for both? It was New Zealand dollars. That was the currency in the bill. Joe wants to bring the 430 from Frankfurt S-Bahn to Stuttgart for the 147 timetable. I mean, if it makes sense, I don't see a problem with that, no? At this point, they see that they can't bring specific version of trains to other routes to appropriate decals. Ah. And again, how much work in that case would it be to correct that? I don't think a lot. It just seems, it seems like at Dovetail Towers, it seems like the margins are so tight, you know, super tight. Like, God forbid they take a few hours off to do something like that, when that few hours could be spent building the new routes or a new train, for example. Like, it does seem like that, and it seems like that for a long time now. I've seen people in the forums saying that the move to Focus Entertainment buying them out wasn't a good one. And I mean, to be fair, it's not like things were perfect before that anyway, but things have definitely become a lot worse than they were. It's modelled on the map, but it's not drivable. I asked JT in a Q&A stream, and they said they have no plans on the 2 branches yet. Ah, interesting, okay. I was thinking most of Skyhook. For some reason, chat's cut off. And River's products are a bit lacking. I made a recent video on YouTube about my thoughts on Skyhook. They were on a good run, and they as it stands, they peaked with their Cargo Line Volume 2. I think they did a splendid job fixing Midland Main Line, but it has gone downhill from Cargo Line Volume 2 for sure. My opinion, the Isle of Wight 2022 is a good river. I don't know racing like it. I mean, so is the Riviera line. Riviera line is a river route. Don't be fooled by the DTG label on it. The Riviera line was a river route, and that was a bit of a banger. I think since they got Tyler in, who, funnily enough, is just a timetable guy, but it seems that the entire river, like, vibe has changed. They need to set up containers on the office at work. Funny how fast the Long Island Railroad 2 died. I mean, what would have kept it alive realistically? It's just a route, man. Like, if they don't add DLCs to routes or extensions or whatever it may be, they're just gonna be there, man. Like, would you say BML has died? BML was a banger of a route, still is a banger of a route, but would you say that it's died? Comes up enough on forums and Discord. Okay, in that sense, then yeah, I hear it. I hear it. Yeah, no one talks about Long Island Railroad 2, but I don't think it distracts from how good of a route it actually is. It's a banger, man. Best thing on the US side of things, in my opinion. I don't think Simro's milking anything though, because they're actually doing good development. They're actually building. It's just, you know, timetables lacking, the variety compared to reality is a bit lacking, and obviously the copy paste everywhere. I don't think that's what milking it means though. I thought milking it was more, you put one thing out and then you just keep doing things to keep it alive, basically. I would have liked to see the Class 90 appear on more routes rather than just one route that I guess, like, in totality, judged by the community, is pretty lacking. €25 for a cow, I say, is crazy, man. That doesn't move as well. That literally just stands there. Looks left and right. I'm assuming the sheep one, where the sheep are the statues, it's probably like $10. Oliver Anderson. Interesting information. Former guy who works EAWRC. Okay. Nice. What are these lights inside this tunnel doing? What's their purpose? I didn't, and it hasn't changed my life in any way, knowing it. Who would have guessed? It's crazy. Oh, I almost put down. Press the wrong P and D button again. Timer's off. Phone's probably dead. It's almost the end anyway. Let me see if the camera, if the phone is dead actually. Excuse me. Yeah, phone died. Why are you doing this research, bro? Is it a good use of your time? What are you gaining from it? Connecting the dots. For what reason though? Like a lot of people know that work on TSW is outsourced. That means probably work on TSC as well. This isn't some like breaking discovery.
Stuttgart Hauptbahnhof. Abfahrt 19:55 Uhr.
As it should. As it should. This is the most accurate it looks. Yes, I know, boss man. It's invalid because I'm on a different build. I'm not on a public build. Plug you? Absolutely not. even if I did, you would still need the keys for the DLCs. It's not like that build comes with the DLC. Right, let me see if anyone else is streaming TSW that we can raid. Steve, good old Steve. Let's give Steve a raid. Let's give Steve a raid. He's also streaming the route. Driving. What's he driving? Is that the 628? I think he's driving the 628. Go enjoy his content. Support him. Show him some love. All that good stuff. And I will see you guys sometime this week. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Stay safe. Health is wealth. Until next time. Peace out.